Ladies and gentlemen, 2019 comes to a close. 2010's decade comes to a close. What are we doing this time, y'all? What are we doing? Are we chilling with our friends and families and loved ones? Praying or thanking God, or just being thankful overall? Doesn't matter what you pray to, I don't really care. Being thankful of the fact that you've been alive for this long and you plan on moving forward. Wanna know what I've been doing? Watching Dragon Ball. Watching Dragon Ball Z. Watching Dragon Ball GT for about 30 episodes, and then I get tired of it. Then I understand why people don't like it. Then I watched the entire 131 episodes of Dragon Ball Super. Then I realized, I need something else to watch. I need to binge watch something. I've watched Hannah Montana Season 3 to Season 4. I'm currently watching Sweet Life on Deck Season 3. And I'm also watching Zoe 101. Started from Season 2 to Season 3. I think I'm about to go into Season 4. I don't know. Either way, I've been binge watching old shows. That's what I've been doing as of late. And I'm excited for the new decade and the new year, 2020. Have I been paying attention to anything wrestling as of late? No. Don't. Let me be honest with y'all. Monday Night Raw was taped in Brooklyn, New York, I believe, or New York, somewhere around there. And I just couldn't watch it because it's taped. You see, nobody paid attention to the taped aspect of shows more than me. Nobody. Want to know how and why nobody does pay attention more than me? You have that signature sound effect, that cheer, that sound effect that you would hear on SmackDown back in the day. You hear that on these tape shows. You would notice the cutaways, the quick cutaways. You would also hear that freaking whistle, that whistle in the background. That signature whistle, when you just hear nothing, but you just hear the crowd like murmuring in the background, and just hear that signature whistle you would hear in the video games. But thank God that Christmas is over. Thank God we're going into the new year because it's Rumble time. We already have a number one contender for the Universal title between The Fiend and his opponent Daniel Bryan. Brock Lesnar's going to have an opponent, but we don't know who. And more. You know, the Rumble match, I can't wait. I could care less about the women's Royal Rumble match because after Becky Lynch last year, I don't see anyone else winning that match. A lot of people say Baszler, a lot of people say this one, that one. I honestly don't care who wins the women's Royal Rumble because all I want to see, honestly, I'm at the point with the Royal Rumble match for both men and women now. It doesn't matter if this person wins it or not. It depends who they are. If it's someone that the fans are behind, at times they're not gonna main event WrestleMania. Look at 2018. Shinsuke Nakamura won the Royal Rumble. Everybody wanted that, right? We got it. We got our wish that Shinsuke Nakamura won the Royal Rumble, and he's gonna challenge AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. Then guess what? He didn't main event the show. Roman Reigns won the Elimination Chamber and main evented WrestleMania. Look at the history of the Royal Rumble winners that main evented the shows. That started to change after 2005 or 6. I think it started to change by 2006, where Rumble winners don't main event WrestleMania. Because Rey Mysterio didn't main event WrestleMania. The Undertaker didn't main event WrestleMania. John Cena didn't main event WrestleMania after winning the Royal Rumble in 2008. Randy Orton finally did. It was a 3-year struggle, but Randy Orton was finally the first one in 3 years to main event WrestleMania. First one since Batista to main event the WrestleMania by winning the Royal Rumble. Edge won won the Royal Rumble in 2010, but didn't main event the show because Shawn Michaels was leaving. So yeah, Alberto Del Rio won the Royal Rumble, the biggest Royal Rumble match in history at the time, and then he opened WrestleMania. Sheamus won the Royal Rumble in 2012. Didn't main event. He opened the show with Daniel Bryan, 18 seconds. John Cena finally main evented the show at WrestleMania 29 in 2013 when he won the Rumble. He won the Rumble, main event against Rock, obviously. Who won 30? Oh, Batista. Batista, I guess that counted because it was turned to a three-way bout, a triple threat match. So, yeah, I guess that counted. So, John Cena, Batista back-to-back. Roman Reigns back-to-back for 3 years straight. Triple H, 4 years straight. There we go. We on a good path. We on a good path. Who won the Rumble in 2017? Randy Orton. There we go. Randy Orton won the Rumble in 2017. Did not main event WrestleMania. And we're back to Shinsuke Nakamura. Do you see the pattern here? Do you see the pattern? It does not matter anymore as far as winning the Royal Rumble. Because as far as main eventing WrestleMania, I mean, you win the Royal Rumble, it don't mean you're main eventing WrestleMania. It doesn't anymore. It doesn't. It should, but it doesn't. They gave the women that last year. This year, I expect the men to win the Rumble match and the main event the WrestleMania show. But who knows? We might get a back-to-back WrestleMania main event for the women. We don't know. But you get my point. People are afraid that the big dog is going to win the Royal Rumble. I honestly believe, because I predicted he was going to win the Royal Rumble last year. But he didn't. Shinsuke Nakamura did. I predict he's not going to win the Royal Rumble this year. Because he doesn't need to if he's going to main event WrestleMania anyway. He doesn't need the Rumble win. You give that Rumble win to somebody else. You give it to somebody else. I would have given that to Aleister Black. You know, since he's on Raw. I would love an Aleister Black versus Brock Lesnar match for the WWE Championship. Why not? That's bliss. I'll take it. Right? But yeah, Roman Reigns doesn't need the Rumble win. He could win the Elimination Chamber, which is like a month or two after. So there you go. So you let Reigns win the Elimination Chamber, and then he gets to fight The Fiend at WrestleMania. There we go. You just repeat what happened last or a year before, 2018, a year prior. So there we go. So as far as Rumble wins go, man, I'm just sad that nowadays Rumble wins, main event WrestleMania, it doesn't mean shit. It at times it doesn't mean anything. Like, it's the right winners don't main event. At least Becky, she won the Rumble, rightfully so, and she main evented WrestleMania. That's the blessed thing. But Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt didn't main event the WrestleMania. Fucking Roman Reigns and Undertaker did. Why? I don't know. Oh, because of the ending, I guess. There's that. All I'm saying is I hope this year, in 2020, that Rumble means something and the main event spot actually goes to the Rumble winner. But like I said, I think the big dog is going to win the Elimination Chamber. He's going to get an opportunity at the Universal title and then go on to fight The Fiend at WrestleMania in the main event in his home state in Florida at WrestleMania Ahoy Matey 36. And then there you go. All we need is Hogan as the referee, and my prediction would 50% come true. 25% is Reigns in the main event. 25% Hogan involved. All you need, the other 50% is The Rock. That's all you need. All you need is Rock, Roman, Hogan. 3 people that lives in Florida be a part of the main event of WrestleMania, and my prediction, my ridiculous, stupid prediction would have come true. Anyways. 2019 was a weird year, okay? Me personally and, WWE-wise, wrestling-wise, weird. But there's good stuff and bad stuff, okay? Obviously. Should we go through the bad stuff? I don't know. Good stuff, I'll tell you what I enjoyed. Becky Lynch winning the Rumble, I loved that. Her winning the main event of WrestleMania, I loved that because it was expected anyway. Her title reign from, in my opinion, from after WrestleMania to when she feuded with Natalya, Once he started the feud with Natalya towards SummerSlam, that's when things were starting to be okay. That submission match was great, in my opinion. I enjoyed that match. You know? Let's see. Bad things for Seth Rollins. Just Seth Rollins in general. Like just everything what he's done, from winning the Universal title, his feud with Brock Lesnar. Like, the matches with Brock, the one at SummerSlam was great. I'll give him that. The match with Braun Strowman, great. I'll give him that. The match with Bray Wyatt was going great until the ending. Enough said. After that, Seth Rollins has been trash match-wise since then. I've not loved a single Seth Rollins match since Hell in a Cell. Can you blame me? No, you can't. Let's see. The wild card, man. The wild card. Everybody, y'all forget? Y'all thought I forget? I didn't forget. Y'all remember the wild card rule? Oh my goodness. The wild card rule was the worst thing in all of WWE, okay? The wild card rule was nothing but a rehashed Raw Super Show from 2011 to 2014, 16, pretty much. From 2011 to 2016, that was Raw Super Show. We have Raw and SmackDown guys and gals be on one show, and then on SmackDown, same thing, Super SmackDown, right? That was pretty much the wild card rule. Super Raw and Super SmackDown every single week. They broke their own rule day one. So there we go. What else happened that was bad? Pay-per-views were too damn long. WrestleMania was 5 hours and 19 minutes. 5 hours and 19 minutes. Are you kidding me? What can you do in that span, in that time span? 5 hours and 19 minutes. That's blasphemy. That's what helped render the main event of WrestleMania awful, in my opinion. In my opinion, the main event of WrestleMania this year was bad because of the time. I don't think the crowd should not sit through 5 hours of a show. Like, what the fuck? That's way too damn long. Are you kidding me? Once it hits the 4-hour mark, I'm out. Why the fuck would I stay an extra hour? For what? 4 hours is good enough. 7 to 11, that's good. That's good. Go home and sleep. No. People stay there till fucking midnight, till 1 a.m. in the morning. Nah, you good. You good. You good. I can't do it. A lot of good matches, though, this year. I won't lie to you. A lot of great moments. I think my favorite moment would have to be Kofi at WrestleMania. It's easy for me to say that, but it is. There's nothing else. Adam Cole winning the NXT title is the second favorite moment, in my opinion, all year. Everything else is okay to forgettable, honestly. Yeah, my favorite match is still Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano at NXT TakeOver 25. That is my favorite match out of all the matches they've had. It's better than the one they had in New York, and it's better than the one in Toronto itself. Like, I was there live there, by the way, in the one in Toronto. Takeover Toronto 2. That's my second favorite match out of the trilogy between Gargano and Cole. The one in Toronto was great. The one in New York, I guess I didn't like it as much as I did the second one, or the second match, or the third match, is because I guess it was predictable to where, or maybe they overbooked Gargano, like making him look super fucking strong, fucking having him overcome all the odds like he's John Cena, and it was able. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird for me to say that, you know. All I'm saying is, I just prefer the TakeOver 25 match over the first one. That's just me. Maybe storytelling-wise, that's why people loved the first one. Because you all wanted to see Gargano. Maybe because of me, maybe because my feelings is like, I wanted Gargano to do what he did at NXT TakeOver New York, but to Ciampa. Not to Cole and the Undisputed Era, to Ciampa. That was a perfect setup for Ciampa, but shit happens. Vince had to call him up and make him fucking debut in Lafayette, Louisiana in the Cajun Dome, which is one of the worst things that happened all year. I'm sorry. It's still One of my worst things, worst shits that ever happened in WWE. Having Gargano and Ciampa and others debut, Ricochet and Aleister Black as well, debut in Lafayette, Louisiana. If it's not New Orleans, fuck Louisiana. Simple. Okay? There we go. I'm sure New Orleans would have appreciated those 4 superstars than Lafayette, Louisiana. I'm just saying. We have people come, we have people go. Harper's gone, Ascension's gone, Sin Cara is gone. You know, you have people winning championships that you never thought you would see win championships. Again, Kofi, Rhea Ripley winning the title. If you asked me earlier this year, hey, do you see Rhea Ripley winning the NXT title by the end of the year? I would have said, nah, we give her about a year or something, and I should be staying in NXT UK. She moved over to NXT, became one of the hottest badass bitches I've ever seen on NXT, and now she's on Cloud 9 as NXT champion of the women's division. I mean, who had a faster, better rise than Rhea Ripley? Nobody. She came to NXT, pretty much stepped up to Shayna Baszler because everyone was getting tired of Baszler, low key. But I still like Baszler. Some would feel that, you know, Bianca Belair should have got that shot, but I guess she just wasn't the one. I don't know. Right? Rhea Ripley got hot. She was able to win the War Games match and then win at Survivor Series, defeat Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks in a triple threat match, by the way, on SmackDown before Survivor Series, and then go on to win the NXT Women's title on the last live NXT show of the year. I mean, Jesus, she had the best Christmas gift ever of 2019. Nobody can say otherwise. Nobody. But yeah, this year had some highs, a lot of lows. I'm just gonna stick with the positive stuff. I don't want to say negative stuff because, you know, it is what it is. Apparently, Usos, you remember those guys? Yeah, fucking Jimmy Uso getting drunk. Fucking want to fight a cop or. Last time we saw the Usos, I believe they were feuding with the Revival. And then Jimmy Uso got a DUI charge earlier in the summer of earlier this year. And he was found not guilty related to the charges. He was scheduled to return with his bro. The Usos were scheduled to return at SmackDown on Fox premiere, but nope. The plans were nixed for unknown reasons. It was noted that there was no creative plans for the return and no return date set. It was also still it was also still undecided on which brand all three, the Usos and Naomi, would end up. So there's that. So we don't know when they're gonna show up. We've heard they're gonna show up in November. Nothing. We also heard Jeff Hardy was gonna return this last month, and that didn't happen either. So we don't know what's going on. And that's that. We don't know what's going on, and honestly, I honestly don't care. I don't care. Usos done too much damage to themselves, so I really don't give a fuck. But it is what it is, okay? I honestly felt like the Usos should have returned at the TLC pay-per-view when Roman Reigns was down and he needed help and shit. That would have been great, but sadly that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case at all. So we got possible locations for Survivor Series 2020 and Royal Rumble 2021, WrestleMania 37 update. So news report from WrestleVote saying that T-Mobile Park will likely be the location for the 2021 Royal Rumble. This is where WrestleMania 19 set in and new attendance record in 2003 with 54,097 fans in attendance at the which was the home of to the Major League Baseball's Seattle Mariners. The report did not state where the 2020 Survivor Series pay-per-view will be held, but WWE usually holds events at the American Airlines Center in Dallas. It was noted that these locations are clear front runners, if not already official within the company. the location for WrestleMania 37 will be, or it seems, or it's rumored to be in Los Angeles, California. The Wrestling Observer newsletter reported this week that there continues to be rumblings of WrestleMania 37 being held at the new LA Stadium in Los Angeles area. Inglewood, California. Major James T. Butch Jr. confirmed earlier this year that the city is a finalist to host WrestleMania in 2021. Las Vegas is also a finalist, but Los Angeles Inglewood has been the favorite for several months. But two other cities were also being considered, with Vegas and LA. City officials reportedly wanted to host WrestleMania 37 in 2021 because they are scheduled to host NFL Super Bowl in 2022, and they have the feeling that WrestleMania will be the best situation for them to learn about potential issues and work out all of the kinks before hosting the Super Bowl, because WrestleMania draws a large number of tourists. It's reported at the time that WWE officials wanted WrestleMania 38 in 2022 to be held in LA, which would be just months after the Super Bowl, so they can announce an attendance number for the biggest event of the year that will beat the attendance number for NFL's biggest event of the year. So, WrestleMania Los Angeles, I would love that. You know, I wouldn't mind that. Only sad thing is that there might not be pyro until like late in the night, because, you know, Los Angeles is a hot place, obviously. You know, obviously, and there's a different time. There's a time zone. The time zone, by the way. The time zone is different. So, like, for me, 9 o'clock is 6 o'clock to them. 9 o'clock Eastern is 6 o'clock to them. So, yeah. WrestleMania will pretty much start at 5 or 4 o'clock Pacific time. While it would be like 7 or my time. So, yeah. So, I'm not mad at it's not going to be Toronto yet. I hope that Toronto will be an option within the next, at least in 2020, because in 2010, not one WrestleMania in the 2010s in Toronto. Okay, we had it in the 2000s, we had it in the 1990s. We need one WrestleMania, please, in 2020 decade. That's all I ask. Between 2020 to 2029, we need one WrestleMania, please. Please, WWE. Rogers Center is available. Fuck the Blue Jays. They're trash anyway. I don't really care about the Blue Jays anyway. Fuck them. Okay? One night is all I need for WWE to host WrestleMania or host SummerSlam or something. Why don't they make SummerSlam be as big as WrestleMania as far as like going into these stadiums and shit? Now they're doing it with the Royal Rumble. Right? So, I don't know. That's just me. Speaking of WrestleMania, rumor on Roman Reigns versus The Fiend at WrestleMania 36. WWE's getting ready for WrestleMania 36 season, and soon we should get a better idea of what the top matches of the biggest show of the year will be. It's now rumored that Reigns will take on the Universal Champion, The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Is a leading candidate for the SmackDown brand main event. According to a new report from WrestlingNews.co, it's important to note that this should be taken as a rumor for now. The report noted that the goal is to get Reigns back into the spot of being the top face of the company. Reigns' feud with King Corbin was said to be a placeholder feud, and officials have purposely cooled Reigns off before he gets the bigger push into WrestleMania season. We all saw this coming anyway. The reported idea behind cooling the big dog off was to reverse some of the negative fan reactions he was getting before he took the time off last year to battle his second battle with leukemia, as I was trying to say. It was also noted that WWE officials are taking extra steps this year to prevent WrestleMania leaks. WrestleMania 36 is on April 5th, 2020, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. So, I'm not against Reigns versus The Fiend. I'm not really against it. I wouldn't mind seeing it. I haven't seen it yet. You know, Reigns and Bray Wyatt have had good matches in the past, so I wouldn't be too down on the idea of Reigns versus Wyatt. I understand it's kind of sickening that you know, Bray Wyatt goes through all these people, and then Roman Reigns is the guy that's, you know, we all have to look at like, oh shit, he's gonna be the one to fit. Like, you know, I get that, but at the same time, I'm not going to be down on it. My favorite Reigns Bray Wyatt match, it will always be the Hell in the Cell match in 2015. That match was great. It opened the show, by the way. So yeah, I'm not going to be too down on Bray versus Reigns. And besides, we all should have saw this coming anyway. We all saw this. We all know this is happening. That Reigns was going to get back the title that he never lost, right? He never lost the Universal title because the leukemia stuck up behind and took him out of commission for a bit. So now that he's back, he's on remission for I don't know how long. I hope it's forever. I don't know if that's even a thing. But yeah, he's back. And obviously now they're going to be like, all right, it's time to give him the Universal title. So there you go. Nothing much to talk about. I don't really want to go back on 2019. I really, really don't. I could really care less. But yeah. Let me see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Andrade won the U.S. title. I'm not really too excited about it because I'm about to say Humberto Del Rio. Oh my god. Humberto Carrillo literally beat the dude twice in 1 week, and I'm supposed to sit here and be happy that he won the United States title? Why? He fucking lost how many matches, and then all of a sudden he's a U.S. champion? First of all, why was he getting a title shot to begin with? That's number one, okay? I'm not going to be like everyone else to just be like, oh, happy for Andrade. No! Where's the logic in that? He lost how many matches and now he got a title shot and he won. Why? And why wasn't that a live event of all play? I understand Madison Square Garden, the Mecca, the history, whatever. But for fuck's sake, you couldn't at least like turn it into a network special where I could watch the match live or like watch it on the network. You could at least tape the moment, tape the match, and then I don't know, like something where everyone can see it, not through fucking clips on Twitter of people posting their live experience of being in Madison Square Garden watching a lame ass WWE live event. That's just my take on it. That's all I'm saying. I'm happy that he won, but at the same time, I don't really care because he lost and lost and lost and lost and lost how many times to Humberto Carrillo, and now I'm supposed to sit here and be happy. I'm not. So there's that. Well, I'm gonna end it here. That is the last 7 Days podcast of 2019. I can't believe I did this podcast for 3 years straight. That is incredible. Anyways, we're gonna continue. We're going to keep going on. We're going to grind and we're going to get better. I'm proud and happy that I made it this far. 3.85k subscribers on YouTube. And all I do is play WWE and talk about WWE. That is insane. Thank you guys for listening and watching and all this other good stuff. If you guys can, please check out your boy on the channel. Check your boy out on social media. Links are always in the description box below. I thank you for listening. 2019 comes to a close. Let's open arms with the new decade of 2020.